long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So thus begins part two. Part two is the Vote Disney video, and I wanted to you guys to compare it to two of the most famous ads from U.S. presidential politics. Ronald Reagan's "Morning in America" again, very effective ad as if you saw the video, you know. And the Daisy, the biggest negative ad of all time, the Daisy ad that President Johnson had made in his campaign against Barry Goldwater. Why did I put those up there and use them? Because the video you're about to see is a very political ad. Like, to me, it looked like a Washington, D.C. PR firm put it together, okay? It highlights all the good stuff, none of the bad. Vote for me because all this stuff happened and I'm doing all these things to straighten out the problems. The problem is that if you're paying attention, and Bob Iger's hoping you're not paying attention, is that he didn't really address any of the problems in a way that was satisfying for a serious investor like Nelson Peltz, all right? These are the things that we need to look at when we look at this ad. Is who is he talking to? And I mean, Bob Iger. Bob Iger's talking to the investors, hoping that they'll be happy with the little bit of movement they're getting instead of the aggressive moves that Nelson Peltz wants. Also, this ad would not be happening, I don't believe, if the 800-pound gorilla in the room, very upset Elon Musk, didn't suddenly show up at a premiere hanging out with Nelson Peltz, telling the guy that interviewed him, "Oh, I'm just here hanging out with friends, thinking about companies to acquire." The friend was Nelson Peltz. So this advertisement is not only to help Iger in the proxy war, it's to help him basically keep Disney from falling to a hostile takeover, in my opinion. All right. And it is very, this is the kind of shit you could have expected from an Iger presidential campaign. Okay,
I'm Bob Iger, CEO of the Walt Disney Company. Ahead of our upcoming annual meeting, I wanted to update you about the company's significant recent achievements and share why your vote this year is so important to Disney's future. It has been a busy and challenging time since I returned to the company, but we've made significant progress, and I'm enormously optimistic about our future. Over the past year, we've assembled a new team of experienced leaders, and we've created a much more efficient and highly effective company structure. The steps we've taken to propel Disney into a new era of growth are paying off, as evidenced by our recent earnings performance and the new growth initiatives underway to build our businesses. The team and I have a responsibility to ensure that Disney is one of the most admired companies in the world. This is one of our biggest priorities. We also want to return to a place where we're consistently delivering shareholder value. We've already taken steps in that direction by declaring a second higher dividend and by initiating a $3 billion stock buyback program. All of this takes a lot of work and a laser-like focus on the task at hand, which is why the major distractions we're facing from activist investors are exactly what we don't need. I'm urging you to vote for the Disney Board's recommended slate of nominees on the white proxy card, and not to vote for the nominees presented by these activist hedge funds. You have the power to make sure we are able to continue our momentum from the past year and ensure the success of the Walt Disney Company as the world's leading and most beloved entertainment company. The leadership team at our company is experienced and highly motivated. We're proud of what we've accomplished, we have a clear vision for the future, and we're optimistic about it. Our goals are to improve the quality of the films we produce, to transition ESPN into a preeminent digital sports platform, to turn streaming into a significant growth business with increased reach and strong margins, and to turbocharge growth in our experiences business. All of these goals are achievable, and we've already made meaningful progress with each of them. The opportunities before us are very exciting. And we know that we have the strategy, the talent, the resources, and the determination to be successful. Thank you for your continued support, and I urge you to vote on the white proxy card in support of Disney director nominees.
So it reads like the annual report in a way, without the financial stuff, without, there are negative things in an annual report they have to report. It's basically a PR move, and it's very much a political campaign move on the level of a primary politics. Maybe general election, I don't know. The two ads that I put in part one, very much general election ads, because they were, President Reagan ran unopposed, obviously. And, Lyndon Johnson, this is general election. So my thing is this: Bob Iger is spooked. Bob Iger knows that they're gunning for him, and it's not just in a proxy war. They're going to take control of Disney away, and this is the kind of thing. This is why I'm more interested now in corporate politics than I could imagine being in national Washington D.C. crap, because things actually get done. Okay, things get done because these people want their money. They want return on investment. They want their ROI, and if they're not being satisfied and they start getting mad, this is the kind of thing that can happen. And it's, again, like I said, it's political. This is what you guys are looking at. What you guys looked at was political on the scale of Morning Again in America, the Daisy ad, anything like that. All right. And it was done in a way not to show negativity, because I'll leave you guys at this. When Disney attacked Peltz for not having any media experience, he turned around and pointed at the board and said, nobody on that board has any media experience. All right. The only one that does is Iger. That's it. Okay. Then you got Blackwell's, and they have 3 people that they want to seat on the board with media experience. But again, this is bigger, in my opinion, than the proxy war. All right. Somebody wants Disney now. Okay. And I think that somebody might be in cahoots with Elon Musk. All right. Iger now fears it. They put this video out. There you go. So think of it as you will. Watch part 1. You've got part 2 here. Tell me what you think in the comments. All right. This is where the rubber meets the road. And to quote Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker, this is where the fun begins. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you guys around the